Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are going to be looking at Nikola, ticker symbol NKLA. We're going to have a look at a fundamental analysis, see what the fundamentals are. We're going to have a look at the charts. Where is it going next? It is making all-time lows. Will it go down lower? Can it go back to $1, or is the next target 40 cents? So I'll be showing you my charts on Nikola as well as looking at the fundamentals. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the charts. The charts right now, unfortunately, it's broken below its all-time low. The all-time low previously on June the 7th of 2023 was about just above that 50 cents level. And then as of more recently, May the 20th, we saw the price hit a low of just 51 cents, and then it made a lower low. The all-time low was created on Wednesday last week, on the 29th of May, at just below 50 cents. What happened since? It went back up. It's at an area of resistance right now, so it's going back to turn this support that used to be support previously at all-time low, and as recently as last week, where it did come to this level of about 53 cents and pop up about 20%. That was support, and now it's looking like it's turning into resistance. We are below that key level. What does that mean next? From a chart perspective, it does actually mean it's not looking too good. It does look like the next level would be that 40 cents level. And if we go back onto the weekly chart, you can see that the trend of this stock has just been to the downside, and we have covered this before. The value of the stock should be around $10 where the IPO price was. It went all the way up to nearly $100, and it had all these lower highs and lower lows, and the trend of this stock have just been to the downside. I'm going to cover some news in a moment of maybe some good news about Nikola, but the next level would be for me around that 41 cents level on the chart. If it does regain the 52 cents level, it does create a bullish approach for the stock where it can head back up to 60 cents. But right now I need to take the information we have, and the information is we are below support, we are below resistance. The next area for me to be buying, if I did want to buy the stock, would be around 41 cents. If we look at alpha spread for a second here, which is an AI model, an AI that gives us all the intrinsic values and all the values of the company's earnings, you can see that it's still giving it in a base case, and the base case, which means what is most likely to what the most likely intrinsic value is, or what the intrinsic value should be, is about $1.50, which is significantly higher than where we are right now. And then we have the worst case at around $1.20, and the best case at about $2. We scroll down and look at the revenue seems to be increasing, but however the main issues is that operating income at negative 640 billion. We then have assets of 1.2 billion, liabilities of 565, which is quite a nice ratio, so that's not looking too bad. However, the profitability score is not looking good. This company needs to start showing us that it can turn profitable for investors to be a bit more bullish about it. And here's Wall Street. Wall Street are saying it's valued about between 50 cents and about $3. This is probably quite an old estimate, and the 50 cents is probably where Wall Street are valuing this stock. Some insiders have been selling as well as buying, so that doesn't give us too much information. If we go back to here and look at the AI model, another AI model, and its take on Nikola, we can see, if you are still watching the video, please do hit the like button. If we do hit 100 likes in this video, I'll be giving away $100 to charity. So if we can try and get the likes up, that would be brilliant. So do hit that like button. Also, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see what AI has said about this. Nikola stock. This is a stock analysis and outlook. Nikola Corporation, ticker symbol NKLA. An electric and hydrogen vehicle manufacturer, has experienced significant volatility and financial challenges recently. As the end of May 2024, Nikola's stock price is around 51 cents, reflecting a sharp decline. Nikola reported Q1 2024 revenue of 7.5 million, missing Wall Street expectations but showing a narrower than expected loss of 0.09 per share. The company faces substantial cash flow issues and concerns about its long-term persistence. Their net income for past year was a loss of nearly 966 million, with significant negative margins and returns on equity and assets. Future projections. Analysts have a mixed expectations for Nikola's future. The consensus 12-month price target ranges from $1 to $2, indicating potential upside but also significant risks. A recent bullish outlook from Bayard suggests that a $2 target driven by potential market expansion in the zero emissions tracking and Nikola's proprietary technology. Risks and challenges. Financial health. Persistent cash burn and the need for additional capital raise questions about Nikola's financial stability. The company's current and quick ratios are relatively healthy at 1.73 and 1.5 respectively, but the long-term sustainability is uncertain without profitability improvements. Market acceptance. Let's have the stock price behind. The market acceptance. Nikola's future heavily depends on the adoption of hydrogen fuel cell technology and their ability to scale and production and sales. So, of course, that's an integral part, and I don't think AIs quite understand that there will be market share enough for this company to get better financials on the share of the market that they can enter. So that's market acceptance isn't really a big issue. I mean, market acceptance is if this wants to be a Tesla of the industry, but right now it just needs to survive and get back above $1, so that's not too big of an issue. Recent developments. Here's some recent news. Product orders. Nikola recently secured another order for 100 hydrogen fuel cell electric trucks from AI lol, I'm saying that wrong, but AI low logistics, highlighting potential demand in the commercial sector. Infrastructure expansion. The company has been expanding its hydrogen refueling network with new stations in South Carolina, supporting their strategy of creating robust infrastructure for hydrogen vehicles. Remember, you need the infrastructure in place for there to be hydrogen vehicles. If you don't have hydrogen refueling stations, there is no point having the trucks. Remember, the whole issue about electric vehicles for a long time was there wasn't enough, and there still isn't, especially in the UK, in cities and other countries. Actually, it's worse in Asia, for example, not China, but in other parts of Asia and Europe, there's not enough electric vehicle charging stations. So people don't want to use electric vehicles. It's sort of a bigger problem with trucks because they need, there's much fewer hydrogen refueling stations, and they obviously they can't just plug it into a house either. So there needs to be the infrastructure. Bankruptcy risk. While bankruptcy is a potential risk due to ongoing financial losses and cash flow concerns, analysts still see a possible recovery path driven by market opportunities and strategic initiatives. However, if the company cannot achieve significant revenue growth and manages expenses, the risk remains elevated. So for me, it's Nikola's getting to that very sticky level. It's sort of the same with SBC. They're at levels where they need to turn around what they're doing. They need to start making more money. You need to start thinking about bankruptcy and analyzing it. Is the risk too much to be holding the stock? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you any advice, any thoughts. I can't give you buy levels, sell levels. It's just all my opinion. But for me, it's getting to a point where I need to look at this company and say, is it going bankrupt or not? What are the risks of it going bankrupt? And what needs to happen now is the company needs to start showing that they're turning things around and that profitability is on the cards. And that they're managing their expenses well. The prediction from AI says, given the current financial status mixed with analyst forecasts and significant market and operational challenges, Nikola's stock remains a highly speculative investment. The company survival hinges on its ability to secure additional funding, successfully market its products and manage its operational costs. Investors should be cautious and consider risk when evaluating Nikola as a potential investment. I think that's perfectly summed up by the AI model. So that was my final analysis on it and the charts. If you have any questions, leave them down below. We'll leave you the Nikola playlist here and another video that might interest you up above. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.